Hello and welcome everyone. Today I want to make a tutorial that every music producer or beat maker can benefit from, no matter if they are a beginner or an intermediate already. Oftentimes when you are producing music, you are working with samples. For example, I have this sample here. By the way, I didn't record this sample, I found it on Instagram, or more like the producer who made it, and I also linked to this producer in the description of this video because the sample packs are all free if you are accepting the license details, which is pretty cool in my opinion. That's just something that I want to support. Now anyway, about the technique. So this producer made something very useful, which is actually writing the scale onto the file name. But it might be that you are not good at music theory, or you just don't care about figuring out which notes are in the scale right now. You want to have a more straightforward way of figuring that out, you know? So what you can do about that, or actually what I always like to do, especially when there is no information on the track, is I don't want to hear myself twice, so I will turn this off for now. I make an audio track, and yeah, I put it on monitor so that I hear myself, because usually I only hear myself once then, but now I would hear myself twice because I also have it enabled on my headphones. Oh, let me turn that off actually. Okay, so first I will make it mono, and then I instantiate Kirui. Now my Kirui preset is made so that nothing is selected yet. And now, when I play back the loop of this sample, I can just go through all these pitch classes one by one and try to figure out which ones are the one that feel alright. La la la. Okay, this one is good. La 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 la. Okay. No. A bit quieter with this thing. La la la. La la la. La. Okay, now the thing is, we already found a lot of notes that work with this sample, and that was a workflow that worked pretty fast, but one note is still missing apparently, because it doesn't show me the scale information yet, and that's a nice way to show that something is still missing to make this a complete scale. I thought C was in it, but then I noticed that B and C sharp are definitely in it, and most scales just don't have 3 semitones just next to each other, so that's always a hint that you can take to reconsider your decision there. And what I suspect is that it's either D or D sharp, so let's find out which one. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, that sounds good to me. And now we can see that actually lines up with what's here, A major and A major. So as you can see, this is a very nice technique to figure out the scale of things. Even if you don't want to use any auto-tune type plugins in your project to actually process the music, you can still just have this track, call it scale info, and turn off the monitor again. Now I finally hear myself normally again, which feels pretty nice because this thing has latency. Not so much, but it is a bit annoying when making a video. So where was I? Alright, now you have your scale information. Well, now you can just go ahead, instantiate your favorite synthesizers, and if you ever forgot which notes you can play, or you're just not sure about the melody that you have written, just go back to the scale info, open Kirui, then go back to the piano roll, just have both open at the same time, and then you can just figure out, okay, there's A in it, so this cannot be right. And maybe then, okay, you can see there are 2 notes right next to each other, so you can think maybe that makes sense musically. Da, 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 da. Nice one. Okay, so that's how you can, find your way with samples if you're not sure about it.